listeners. I'm Nafisa, your host for the Novellisteer Podcast, where we have an undiluted and unfiltered conversation that will elevate you to the life you want as a multi-passionate. Gracias to every single one that come back each episode, and I hope you are glowing right. Hi, listeners. Hi, everyone. Oh my God, it has been so long since I've actually come on here or even published an episode. But even within that, a lot has happened, and I feel like this actually should be my coming back story, my coming back episode where I actually talk to you all about what has happening and what decision I'm currently doing, what I'm currently working on. Because honestly, life has been pretty much there. I'm just kind of like being empty most of the days, trying to like pass it through and getting exhausted of living and everything. And sometimes I just want to like sit at home, fold my hand and do nothing while expecting everything. So currently well I'll kind of like talk to you all about the changes that is coming here. So I realized that me going on a break, like maybe after working for almost how many months or how many weeks, then going for a break for a month, 2 weeks is not the right idea, or kind of like it's not the right habit for me. So yes, for that reason, I'll be publishing podcast episode every two weeks. So this also allow me to kind of like get some rest in between and kind of like not exhaust myself while also focusing on the other things that I'm doing. And yes, also Novelista blog is back online. It did not actually go on break, but the same way I've been procrastinating everything in my life is the same way I've been procrastinating writing on the blog and everything, even though I have some drafts left. So for that is a change that is coming. So you'll be expecting a podcast episode every two weeks, which will be going live on Monday. And also I am starting all over again on Instagram, but with the same username. I basically delete my old Instagram account, change the name, so I must have like retained the name and everything. Because my previous Instagram account was giving me an issue, which is not something I was happy about. Then also I'm on TikTok at the moment, and honestly, after almost 6 months of being on TikTok, I got my 1,000 likes just yesterday, which I'm so happy about. Yes, and that was that. That has actually the trend that is coming on the Belista. Another thing which I'm currently doing is on Twitter. So I start doing a blogger view trend every week on Sunday, even though I missed last week on which is honestly because I kind of like was having some kind of headache, which I cannot differentiate if it is a migraine headache or a tension headache or a normal headache. But simply means whenever that headache occur, I do have blindness, dizziness. It's like if someone is sitting down on my right eye, so I basically have to use my hand to cover my right eye. So in since we are talking about health, my health has not been really good for Q2. Honestly, I keep having swollen uvula as I'm talking to you at the moment or recording this podcast for you, which is actually 24th of May. I'm actually having a swollen throat and everything. So yes, I just some people say maybe it's infection, flu. I've gone for tests and everything, but my doctor has not seen what's wrong yet. So I'll probably change. And healthcare is so expensive. The amount I've spent alone service even fearing me. So let's also talk about my physical well-being and everything. Physically, I'm fit, but I've been lacking behind in doing yoga and also been lacking behind in doing this thing exercise. Like those 30 minute exercise which I usually do in the morning, but it's basically because I'm staying at my parents' home and imagine wearing bomb short and top going outside and doing exercise or nothing. So there are just so many things I'm overlooking. I don't think I could have that freedom to do things is in my room, which is actually a room I share with my other siblings. So yeah, that's actually not feasible enough. So yeah, I've been lacking behind when it comes to exercise and everything. Another which I've been lacking behind is my morning page. Honestly, I would love to say this is no fault of mine because I once sprained my wrist about 2 years ago when I was writing it down and it hasn't recovered. So the only thing I could do through my morning page is maybe audio recording rather than writing it. I don't know how feasible that would be for me. So what the thing is, I can't save it. You understand? Like I can't really save it. But I feel like that's the idea of a morning page. Because most of the time, I don't usually go back to my morning page to read it. It just comes like to pour out my thoughts in the morning before I start my business or before I start my day. So my plan is kind of like get a portable recorder and be using it for my morning page. So I'll start an audio morning page, but I haven't gone to town or even done any window shopping concerning that. So yeah, those are when it then let's talk about my well-being. As I said, my well-being let's just say my mental health has kind of like take a step back, and I'm feeling lots of things, a lot from depression, anxiety, so sometimes emptiness. I just don't want to talk to anybody. I just don't want, I don't want to do anything. Just want to like sit down, fold my hand, and do nothing. So yeah, and at the moment I'm currently doing an experiment of not doing a to-do list or a today objective or a weekly objective to see how it is. Maybe I'm the one that's complicating things for myself, or I'm not the one that's complicating things for myself. So in terms of this, I also start creating some digital products that I could sell, so to allow me to raise money for web hosting. I also buy a new podcast equipment because my microphone got spoiled. I have no idea why, but the culprit is my brother. So yeah, and my dad is not going to pay anything for me. Another thing is that I'm creating a YouTube channel. I've actually created the channel and I've recorded two of the video, but I haven't done editing yet. So yes, I'll also start. I'll do the editing before the end of this week and also start my YouTube channel. So yes, I have a YouTube channel, TikTok channel, a Twitter channel, and Instagram channel for Novellisteer. So career-wise, after almost 3 years in cybersecurity of no job, looking for which career path that is the best for me, and basically learning everything, I finally decided on a career path for which is cyber threat intelligence analyst. Yes, I haven't actually created a 6 month plan for it because of, as I said, my mental health is not in a better place at the moment, and I feel like I should be of sane mind to actually build up a study plan for myself. So yeah, and apart from that, I've also been doing some studying on data account regarding data science. The reason why I picked cyber threat intelligence analysis is that it allowed me to kind of like combine my creative experience or knowledge, my data science knowledge, my cybersecurity knowledge into one without like is it dumping one away or throwing one away. So yes. So my plans maybe in the future I can have like work in an R&D center, like research and development center kind of a thing. So I've seen a research and development center that related to cybersecurity, which I like, but not in Nigeria. So finger crossed, it will be possible for me. I've also started freelancing. I actually started November last year, but I've not gotten any client this year. I'm even tired of doing proposal on Upwork and everything. But thankfully, I have a friend named Judith. Oh my God, God bless her. She actually invited me to work on a project, basically like doing a website audit or SEO audit for website or for clients who are interested, and they will give us a review in exchange. So we are done with one. We are currently doing the second one, which I told her to give the second one for me because I actually felt guilty that she did more on the first one. Like basically, I did not know much about SEO. Like basically, let's say the class that she's probably doing teach her more about SEO than the class I went and did. So I went and did. So I told her to do the first, to leave the second one for me, and I'll probably do it. I'll have get it done on Sunday, but because of migraine, tension headache, whatever the hell you want to call it. So yes, so that is in my freelance. I also start revamp my Upwork. Maybe I can like I keep on reviving it, adding things, removing things based on what I'm learning. But well, it is well because and again, in terms of like finance and everything, I'm saving through mutual fund, emergency fund, and real estate investment. Real estate investment, I'm using risk vest. Then the mutual fund and emergency, I'm using cowries. So yes, but then the dollar exchange rate this week is really really high because I opened a domiciliary account. My plan was kind of like go and buy dollars from Aboki, but I found out it's almost 600, 610. So finger if I can like maybe write some article for some magazine and you can like send me money in dollars, I can like put it in that domiciliary account and everything. So I have plans to actually at least have up to $500 or $1,000 in that domiciliary account. But then my health is not really stable at the moment to even start writing article for people. So I have to like start figuring out who and who I have to write article for and everything. Yes, my 9 to 5. I'm currently a community lead, which I actually told you guys. I think in my last episode, I'm actually a community lead for growth marketing community in Africa, which is actually interesting, and I really love it. I never really knew I would actually love this particular job, but it's really interesting, and I love talking to people, which is weird because I actually thought I would not like talking to people, but I believe that the reason why I like talking to people is that it's because I am behind the screen, so I'm not actually like they don't have to see my body language, they don't have to see my emotion and everything. So yeah, it has been growing slowly, but I feel like if honestly, I feel like I should really applaud myself for the growth we have gotten so far. So and my partner is really such an amazing person, and honestly, So yeah, in terms of like building relationship, I'm building relationship with people slowly and everything. So I'm also like being consistent with like chatting with my family, even if it's like once in a while, kind of a thing. And also like attending a smart security conference on Saturday, which is 28th of May. Honestly, I don't want to go and also because I've already even buy the ticket. That's why my memo to buy. I have lots of things to do this week. So and again, it's I'm closing work by Monday and event is on Saturday. And so I'll slowly start cleaning my bag and everything. So I don't feel like going, but I just have to go. And again, it's also kind of like far from my house, like 5 minutes away from my house, and it's so annoying. Honestly, I'm exhausted. Like, so I feel like not going, and I feel like I should also go. I don't have any end goal in mind. I just want to like attend, kind of like get the field of things, and maybe get any swag that they're going to share. Please, I don't want hoodie. I don't want t-shirt. Please, then just give me something tangible, reasonable that I could use. I guess that's basically where I am. Oh yeah, another thing is that I actually started a newsletter which is title is the Seeker Effect. It's kind of like a newsletter at the intersection of cybersecurity and society for cyber professionals in Nigeria. So I have a partner that are working on that. I've released our first newsletter. So our second newsletter is going up this week. Finger crossed that will happen. Yeah, I think yeah, that's basically all. Then apart from me also working on my freelance, I'm making sure I get money and everything. So yeah, that's actually where I've been. I would love to know what you're currently working on, what you're doing, where have you been, and basically even though you can always like send me a DM on Instagram at Novelista or on my email novelista@gmail.com. So everything will be in the link in the description box. And thank you so much once again for like coming on here, listening to me, talking about where I am and what I'm currently doing. And even though I'm not consistent with everything, as I mentioned before, Novellisteer Podcast will be released every 2 weeks at the moment. All right, friend. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of the Novellisteer Podcast. And a visual hug to you for finishing this episode. If you vibe to it, I hope you will take a screenshot to share on your social media or to a friend that you think will vibe to it. And if you are looking for more, be sure to visit novellister.com. All link will be found in the description box. Until next week, shine.